What's up, Ruto? Mano here. Today, I just want to cover this Glenn Gibson moves. Two moves, actually. It's something you can do over the one, that thing, and then that diminished movement, okay? So those are two things. Like, he did a lot in this video, okay? So what I thought I'll break it up in parts, okay? Like part one now and part two later, that kind of thing. Because I don't want to just rush through this stuff, because he did quite a few things and quite nice things that I want to break down slowly. Okay, so the two things I chose for today was the thing you can do with the one and the diminished move. Okay, so that thing over the one, you use this move anytime you go to the one, okay? But specifically when your melody is the 3, we're playing out of the key of F, okay? That's our key that we're playing out of. So if you're playing out of the key of C, for example, that's your 3. So anytime you play this chord in the key of C, for example, that has the 3, or if you play in the key of G, 1, 2, 3 to 3. So anytime you play this chord, you can substitute it for the chord I'm going to show you. So a song that has that chord, for example, is like Amazing Grace. You see, it has that chord. So for example, in Amazing Grace, okay, so that's when you can use that kind of chord. And another song that has that chord is like Falling in Love. Okay, so it has that. So you can do that there as well. And the other move is that diminished chord move that you can use to get to the 6. And a song you can use that in is Falling in Love as well. So I'm going to show you both of those. I'm going to show you the move over the 1 and over the diminished chord in Falling in Love, for example. Just so you can see how it sounds like. Okay, so it sounds something like that. So if you want that, stick around, I'll show you that quickly. Okay, so over the 1 in the key of F. Okay, so this is the chord we have. This is the chord most of you will know. So what you do, the first thing is you play an octave of this 3. Okay, so whatever your 3 is, in this case it's A, play an octave of that. Okay, and then you take the 1, you move it down a half step, so it becomes like a major 7. Okay, so that's a major 7. So that's a normal major chord. That's the major 7. Okay, so the only thing now you're gonna do is you're gonna take this 5 and you're gonna play it on the 6, so which you can make it like a 13. So you have like a major 7, which is the 7, and then you add the 13. Okay. So this chord, they use quite a lot in gospel. You might have heard it used in walk-ups, like for example, you know, that kind of chord. So this is the chord we're going to use over the 1. Okay, so now with your left hand, what you're going to do is you're going to walk from the 5 to the 7 melody note. Okay, so that's 5, 6, 7. Okay, so if you look at the left hand, we have a major 7 there, we have a major 7 there. The only thing we can do now, we're going to walk to that major 7 from the 5. And when we get to the 5, we're going to hammer on, or play like a grace note from the 6 to the 7. Okay, and then we walk down half steps. Actually, we can do it like that. So you can walk down half steps, but every time you play one of these notes, you're also going to play that 3. So what I mean is you play 7, 3, flat 7, 3, 6, 3, and then back to the chord. So Amazing Grace. That's how it sounds. So the next thing I want to show you is this diminished chord move. Okay, so we're going to the 6. Okay, that's the chord we're aiming for, which is the D minor. Okay, there you can see a D minor chord. So the diminished chord that you can generally use is this diminished chord. To that. Yeah, it sounds. Okay. So we take this diminished chord, take second highest note out, play it in left hand, then we have a drop 2. Okay, so that's how you play the drop 2 of this chord. So we go. Okay, so that's what we're aiming for. We're aiming for this diminished chord to get to the 6. Now we're looking at this diminished chord, right? There's 2 ways that you can get to the. Okay, there's a lot of ways, but I'm gonna show you 2 ways that you can use to get to that. Okay, so the first way is minor thirds. Okay, so what a minor third is for example, if you look in the key of C, okay, you have 1, you have your 2, you have 3. That's a major third. If you take the 3, you play down a half step, you get a minor third. Okay, so that interval, that's the interval we're going to be playing, or it's also 1, 2, 3 half steps, if you want to look at it that way. So that's 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 3 half steps basically. So to get to this diminished chord, we look at the highest note, which is a B flat. Okay, so what's the minor third below this? That'll be G. Okay, so that's 3 half steps down. And then we play this diminished chord. Okay, so you can come, and if you do a drop 2 of that chord, you can do that. You can go further. You can go. And those are all minor thirds, by the way. If it looked fancy, it's all minor thirds. So minor third from the B flat down is G. A minor third from the G down is E. Minor third down is C sharp. You know, so you can go up or down, but as long as you end on the note that you're trying to get to, then it's perfect. So you know, so that's one way you can approach a diminished chord. Another way is also from the minor third, but then you move up half steps. Okay, so you can go okay, so okay, or you can mix it up. So for example, you can go a normal minor third down, and then you can go to, half steps to the 6, or you can go half steps up and then go minor third. So okay, so you can do that. So you can kind of mix it up. You can go either half steps, or you can choose the minor thirds approach. It's up to you. So what Glenn did in this particular example, he did both. He combined the two. He did the half steps and he did the minor thirds one. So the minor third down is going to be that G. Okay, another minor third down is E. So essentially what he did was he walked from the E up half steps, and once it got to the G, remember, the minor third apart, and you go up half steps, and then once it got to the G, he went up minor third. So okay, so the G, I just want to show you something quickly. If you look at this G, the G diminished, or not G diminished, but it has the melody as a G. So if you look at this diminished chord, okay, let's say we play a drop 2. So we're taking the second highest note, we remove it, we play it in the left hand, then we have this chord. Okay, if you take the B flat here and play with your left hand, okay, so you have 2 notes per finger. Okay, you have this chord. And if you look at this chord, like if you break it down, okay, if you take look at one hand, then look at the other hand, you'll notice that it's like a tritone. Both hands are playing tritones. Okay, so why? Who cares if it's tritones? Well, here's the thing: tritones are very flexible. You can use tritones for little fast walk ups or walk downs. Okay, so in this particular example, we can go. You know, it's faster to do that than to do that walk up with both hands, and it gives a different like flavor as well. So you can take this Okay, and instead of playing both hands like that, you just play one hand. Okay, and once you get to this chord, you can bring the right hand in. Okay, and then play it together once they get to this. So if you want to play this particular voicing in on any chord, all you need to do is the highest note of this tritone. You just need to play minor third up and then play the tritone for that hand. Okay, so wherever you are. So if you with this one, for example, go up minor third, tritone, that's the diminished chord. So you can walk up. When you get there, you play minor third up and play that tritone. So that's how you can play any tritone. Okay, so what we did was, so when we got to this one, we added the tritone on the right hand. So we have that diminished chord and then walk up minor third to the 6. So that's how it sounds. So in Falling in Love with Jesus. Oh yeah, another thing I wanted to add quickly. On the 1, you know that thing? The chord I showed you, that major 7 with the add 13. What you can do before you play this melody, you can play like a little melody before you get there, which is 5, 6, 5, half step to the 5, and then you go to the 3. Okay, so in Falling in Love with Jesus, that half step diminish. There you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. If that made sense to you, leave a comment, please, if you enjoyed the video. I love reading your guys' comments. So if you enjoyed the video, let me know. And if you enjoyed the video, I shot another video where I showed 10 of my favorite chords and licks. So if you're interested in that, click the link below and I'll send it to you. Thanks. See you again real soon. God bless you. Bye-bye.